Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Young Turks. I'm Shireen Bhan. The show travelled down under this week to cover Microsoft's Imagine Cup 2012. It is the world's premier student technology competition where students use their imagination and passion to create technology solutions that help solve real-world problems. But before we bring you some of the world's brightest ideas, here's a glimpse of the beautiful city of Sydney that's been home to some world-changing innovations, like the black box flight recorder, the electronic pacemaker, and even the ultrasound scan. Located on the southeast coast, Sydney is home to the iconic Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, as well as the popular Bondi Beach. But Sydney is not just about natural beauty and cultural diversity. It's a city that embodies innovation and the passion to win. Now, since the first Imagine Cup, which was in Spain in 2003, 1.65 million students have participated in the challenge from more than 190 countries over the past decade. Shruti brings us all the action from Sydney from the Imagine Cup 2012.
I am at Sydney's Convention and Exhibition Centre. From there, I'm going to get you all the action from Microsoft's Imagine Cup 2012. In its 10th year, this Imagine Cup will see more than 350 students from 106 teams across 75 countries battle it out for the top 8 and a prize of $1,75,000. But before we head into competition, here's a quick glimpse at last year's winners and their ventures.
After winning the Imagine Cup in 2011, James McNamara created a car electronic system that monitors safe driving. He's turned entrepreneur with his venture Clever Miles. Looking at launching the venture soon, James is currently completing his master's degree in cloud computing and mobile technology.
It's a small device that you plug into your car. If you drive safe, you get rewards. So basically you can log onto the platform, see how you drove, where you drove. Very simply, you can get rewards for driving safe. It's a pretty straightforward platform. The entire system is cloud-based. We have a huge amount of cloud services, so that would be a large cost. But DreamSpark gives us pretty low cost access to cloud services.
Participating in both the Imagine Cup 2010 and 2011, Vinny Lohan took his project and created his company OneBeep, a software that provides a simple, effective and low-cost way to send out daily lessons to millions of children. He now plans on launching OneBeep open source, giving the technology to the world for free.
It's not easy to launch many things. When OneBeep particular, because it's a methodology to provide internet over FM radio. And for all those internet frequencies, you need government approval, this, that. So I've just decided to launch the product open source, give the technology away. Same with OneBuzz. We actually got to pitch the OneBuzz project to Bill Gates Foundation last year in Seattle in April.
Sally Berberman from Argentina participated in the Imagine Cup in 2007. Since then, she's converted her project Wormhole IT into a full-fledged business which allows educators to communicate in real time with students from different countries. With more than 2,000 customers in 15 countries, Sally is now looking to expand into Southeast Asia.
Right now, Wormhole IT has 18 employees. We are based in Argentina for development, but we also have our company in the United States. We have customers and operations in more than 15 countries, and we had reached different telco partners that offer our solutions to their customer base, mainly Telefonica in Latin America, Argentina, Brazil, Colombia. We have above $1 million in revenue for this year with a very healthy earnings.
Well, those were last year's winners, and it's now time for some real action. The competition has just begun here at the Bayside, and there are 72 teams battling it out in the first category, the software design.
After the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, the tsunami, followed by the nuclear crisis, Japan experienced scheduled blackouts due to power shortages. Today, power saving is considered as one of its most important problems, and the team from Japan, Kokolo, came up with a solution. All Lights. Based on visible light communication, All Lights is an intelligent power-saving solution based on LED lights.
It's a new kind of communication technology using visible rays. By using that, we are able to transfer data using the lights that we can see, that we use in everyday life. So through that, we built a system that can communicate with our all lights controller, and at each LED lamps, we attach a light sensor so that it can get the brightness levels of the surrounding area and sends the data to the controller for processing.
Not just problems that they faced in their home country, students also came up with environmentally sustainable solutions for the world. The Let It Be team from Korea designed a beehive monitoring system to save bees in order to further save more than 100 agricultural crops that will otherwise fail to pollinate. More than 40 million people suffer from hearing and speech impairments. Quad Squad, the team from Ukraine, developed Enable Talk to solve the language barrier between sign language users and the rest of the world. A smartphone and a pair of special sensory gloves is all that is needed.
We do this through our gloves and through the application on our mobile device. And the gloves, they capture the hand movements, and our application recognizes that movement and transforms into voice. So basically, we are trying to help people who cannot communicate normally.
And amongst the 72 teams, we had Team India to cheer for as well. Their innovation addresses the problem of dyslexia. 7% of the world's school population suffers from dyslexia. Team D Labs has developed its own hardware for eye tracking and sensing the motion of the body. So once dyslexia is identified, interactive games of different genres are then created which collect data like reaction time, accuracy, heat map, understanding of speed, emotion and direction, and the time spent in each application. And for solving this global problem, Team India was awarded the People's Choice Award and a cash prize of $10,000.
Could not make it to software design, then went into the top 3 of Health Awareness Award, could not make it today, and then finally won People's Choice Award. That's great. Thank you to the people and all those people who are in the home.
Well, congratulations, Team India. It's now time to talk to SL Masaga. He's the Corporate Vice President, Developer Division at Microsoft. Som also oversees Microsoft's India Development Center in Hyderabad, and he's been the driving force behind launching the company's R&D facility in India way back in 1999. We asked him how corporates can help nurture and incubate innovation in India and strengthen the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Take a look.
Now, Imagine Cup is in its 10th year. Why the need of holding a competition like this, and how does it really benefit Microsoft?
When we started 10 years ago, to be fair, I'm not sure that we knew what we were getting into, right? All we knew was like, hey, today's students are tomorrow's leaders, okay? And we, by virtue of us being a technology leader, we felt that, hey, we have some kind of a moral obligation, right? To really think about what can we do from our perspective to help the next generation leaders who are students today, right?
Yeah.
What can we do to make technology a fantastic level playing field kind of thing for students coming out of colleges, so that no matter what walk of life they are a part of or which part of the world they are coming from, the technology can be an equalizer.
To really boost the entrepreneurship ecosystem globally, what do you think really needs to be done? Imagine Cup is doing a wonderful job, but do you think schools and universities really need to gear up students for this?
Sure. In some sense, the first step is recognizing that entrepreneurship is the key to growth, economic growth in any part of the world. The second thing is hey, the state, meaning when I say the state, the government, the industry, right? They all need to figure out how do we create an environment where we let entrepreneurship flourish. There is a number of things that you need to do to help nourish and nurture those people and help them go from 0 to 10 to 100 to 1,000 kind of thing. And that's where hey, industry companies like Microsoft can help,
Yeah.
Governments can help. We need to invest in the infrastructure to be able to encourage these people to do that.
Tell us about the Microsoft future plans with India and the Imagine Cup.
First of all, Microsoft is extremely excited about India for a couple different reasons. Okay, one is first and foremost the talent base in India is sort of huge, and it's only getting bigger and bigger and more qualified every year that goes by. The second thing is because we got a strong ecosystem of what I call IT enabled service providers in India, So we got a like very strong SI ecosystem, or a sort of a service provider ecosystem in India, and so that's very exciting for Microsoft to figure out how we can effectively partner with them, right? The third thing is, because the number of startups and the number of developers that are growing up in India, hey, the next application or the next set of great killer applications for the world could come from India. How do we tap into that developer ecosystem? Now, from an Imagine Cup perspective, the thing I always say is like, hey, if you believe that 1/6 of the world's population is in India, do I really see 1/6 of Imagine Cup finalists from India? No. Why not? Right? And so, like, what do we do? Because, like, it is not because, like, the Indian student is any less talented or more talented than anybody else, right? But there is something that we need to do to figure out, like, that we truly tap into the sort of the potential that we have among the Indian students, spread out across the various colleges in the various states kind of thing, and give them the opportunity to really showcase their talent and creativity. And I think there is more work that we all can do to get there.
Well, you're absolutely right, Som. Indian students are not limited by their imagination. They're let down by poor infrastructure and the lack of encouragement. Hopefully, India will emerge as a hotbed for innovation if the government, our academic institutions and our corporate sector partner with each other to support imagination and innovation. On that note, it's time for a break. Stay tuned for more action from the Imagine Cup 2012.